Welcome 405th and Soaring Hammer members. Joe, new Spartan creator here. Got a little project for you. A lot of you guys have been asking questions on how we put the electronics and the lighting inside of grenades and other items, so we are going to do a quick tutorial on that. Now I'm going to move fast so we get it into a certain allotted amount of time, but we're going to see if we can get it done for you. Alright, first thing you need to get is an LED buckle clip. Okay, you can get these at the Home Depot. They're about $7.83. Okay, and what it is it's this disc that has 3 LEDs in it and a button, and it's already put onto a board to help you out with that. It's already got wires and everything that you need. You only have to buy a couple more things extra to get it done. It also comes with 3 AAA batteries. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to get this, and it's going to come like this in this configuration. Okay, I've already gotten one here. I'm taking it apart. When you take it apart, you can see where the batteries go in it, but we're going to throw that away. We're going to take the guts out of it, and here are the guts right here. Program board came right out of here. It's got the 2 power wires on it, okay, and 3 LEDs. Okay, in the center, you can see right here where this square was. That's where this contact switch was. Okay. Now you can reutilize this switch, but when you do it, take your solder gun or your solder pin and undo the solder on the back side and pull the switch out. Okay? Turn it around and put the switch on the back side. By putting your switch on the back side, that allows you to put an extension on it and to make it come out of the bottom of a grenade, and your light will be cast up through the grenade. Alright? And you can anchor it with something as simple as hot glue or super glue. You can anchor the board down so that the switch doesn't just push the whole thing in. Alright? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump. This is a button, a push button switch right here that I've got, and this is one I'm going to use to do this board. It's done the exact same way. Okay? So let's start with the easy part. Okay? Red wire and black wire. Radio Shack. $1.43. It's a power pack that holds 3 AAA batteries, okay, and it has a red and black wire. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up, okay, and we're simply going to take our wires, alright, and we're going to take our solder, okay, and we're going to work on soldering all this up. This can be tricky. If you know how to, if you've done soldering before, it's not so hard, but if you haven't, this could be difficult. So you take your solder gun and your solder, alright, and your wires, alright, that's my 2 red wires now, base soldered. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of solder here, I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm just going to add more solder to it. See, my little spool just jumped off, but that allows me to get my good pad of solder on there. Alright, you see my wires are now soldered together there. And then we're going to go to our black one. Okay, let's get our little coil here, coil out a little bit more, and we're going to do the same thing. And y'all don't mind the wife, she's running the camera for me so that we can try to get this video done good for you guys. Alright, and once again, get your 2 wires together. Sometimes it helps to twist them if you have enough wire. I barely have enough wire, but here we go. We're going to take our solder and we're going to get our solder started here. Alright. And we got a pretty decent amount of solder on there. Now that we've got the wires together, let's go ahead and work more solder to them. There we go. Well, it came apart. That happens. No big deal. Solder's usually pretty pliable. There we go. Let's work a little more on this one. Alright. Alright. Oh. Don't mind all this, guys. Soldering, I'm running a really soft solder, so that's why it's jumping on and off. There we go. Alright, now you've got your two contacts done. Alright? That right there is half the battle. Now what you want to do is you flip your board over. Okay? I don't know if you guys can see on the board, but here is contact A and contact B. You can trace it out. Even though there's 6 holes and there's 4 holes and everything else on there, it does not matter, because it's only the contacts that you're looking for. Okay? Make sure you get your positive and negative contact side on the switch to line up right. Okay. And tell you what, let's go ahead and go with the factory switch, because then that way you guys can get it right. Alright? So we're going to line it back up. It's got 3 holes and 3 points. So there you go. We're going to line these all back up. And I just pushed them through. Alright, pull them back up a little bit. And I don't know if you can see it, but you see there's a little bit of a gap there. And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a little bit of a gap. Okay? Hope I did this right, because if not, I'm going to have to pull this switch back off and redo it, but not a problem. No big deal. Alright, I'm going to take my solder. I'm going to get my solder into the gap there, and that's going to take care of one contact. You guys won't be able to really see this, but that's why I'm trying to explain what I'm doing as I go. So one contact done. Alright. And let's see if we can get number 2 contact done. Alright. Alright, now the 3 on this side that you're actually able to see, those are nothing but anchor points, okay? It's these 2 on the side here, 1 and 2, that are actually the contact points. Now, whether or not it works is another story. And let me put some power on this just to find out for sure if we got it right or if I need to rotate the switch. And if it's not right, you just, break your solder loose and reconnect it, and you'll manage to get the circuit right. There you go. That's simple, guys. Got the switch right the first time, and that right there was just sheer luck. So you got your 3 batteries and your power pack, your switch, your LEDs on an already lined up board. Soldered the 2 contacts together. My advice is to take hot glue, and to keep these contacts from making contact inside of the grenade or whatever you put it in, put some hot glue over those, and that will keep the batteries from burning up, because they will. If these 2 contacts make, it'll get really hot and it'll just drain your batteries off. So any of the open parts, open wiring and stuff, put super glue or hot glue on it. Make sure it's hot glue, because then you can support and bed everything so that it doesn't make contact with anything inside the grenade. But it's that simple, that quick. I don't think it took us more than a minute or 2 to do that. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and set the anchors on this side so that it doesn't go nowhere. That'll keep my switch from wanting to move. Alright. That anchors my switch down pretty good and makes the switch work. And I know those are bright. But there you go, guys. To keep the batteries from coming loose while they're inside the grenade, because I know you'll want to be tossing them around and stuff. Simple duct tape. Got the batteries in. Wrap your power pack up nice and tight so the batteries don't shift around in the pack. And there you go. That's it. There's your wired up board, LEDs, switch, everything you need to get it done. Stuff that all right inside of your grenade and you will be set. Alright, guys. Remember, if we can do it, so can you.